he has been in Europe for the last week. In the United States of America, important newspapers, either in their machines or in their comments, if you look at it, it is heading towards a very interesting place. Ukraine. Does it possess the capability to manufacture nuclear weaponry? Today, the New York Times, if I remember correctly, he says, Biden. Ukraine can return the nuclear weapons that were taken from Ukraine after the dissolution of the Union of Soviet Social Republics. Did you know that Ukraine used to possess nuclear weapons? Those nuclear weapons, after that division, you know, it was destroyed or taken, they were taken, received to be described. Do you know what the deficit debate is today? I mean, would you look at a headline? Ukraine, the debate about whether to give back the nuclear weapons that were taken away is being debated in America today. It is being debated in the major newspapers. To give them back or not to give them back. It is being argued to be given. Or to make nuclear weapons so that they can be supported.
So Ukraine and Russia are actually fighting each other in Europe?
Is being discussed. Don't get America involved. There is no certainty. I mean, in nuclear war, the potential trajectory is unpredictable. However, what I am articulating is, can you perceive the phenomenon of a mental eclipse? Oh, where we cannot say that we will not give any weapon other than tank guns in the Ukrainian war. Today in the US, the United States, there is a debate about Ukraine becoming a nuclear power. Mental eclipse. Look where the eclipse of reason has come from. Friends, let's give these guys nuclear weapons. How's that? That's good. They have them anyway. Why? Look, but I'm telling you, it is being set up to constantly provoke Russia. In other words, to constantly provoke Russia to make a move outside their control to drink. It's dragging.
They keep trying to say, yeah, I'm asking because I don't remember, Abi, I think the same thing you do. Was Russia a threat to Ukraine before Ukraine's membership to the European Union or NATO was discussed? I mean, the European Union is one thing, but before Ukraine's membership to NATO was discussed, was Russia a threat to Ukraine? I mean, was it saying, I will enter, I will take it then? Or did everything happen over that small Russian-speaking region? It started with the Orange Revolution.
First, if you remember, it started with the Orange Revolution. Oh, yeah. Wasn't the revolution in Ukraine called the Orange Revolution? We were confusing it. I remember it as the Orange Revolution. It started with the Orange Revolution. There, you know, the pro-Russian, there was a government about Russia, about good relations. Afterwards, that somehow toppled over and replaced it with a pro-Western structure came. And Russia said at that time that this structure was completely done by a CIA-centered operation. In other words, it was said that there was an undemocratic practice here. And then it escalated. Already with Donetsk, Huang's problem goes back a long way. So it is not just a problem for this period. This time there are monthly movements, escalated. And then it turned into conflicts. The beginning of this, it starts with the thing. It starts with the events of that period and it comes to this. So the tension doesn't only belong to this period, it was a very long work. It was a very long work. And today, where we came from took us to a different point. Can someone please display the Ukrainian map that was mentioned earlier? It would be beneficial to have it here, if you please. Okay, until he arrives, the firing of this missile is a show of force. I see it purely as an intimidation to Europe, with much shorter range missiles in the Ukrainian theater. When he had the means and capability to shoot, look a lot more. This war requires a war economy. You cannot shoot the same place with an ammunition costing 10 liras, while the ammunition you shoot at a place costs 1 lira. I mean, there is a phrase from the war economy. If you are doing it outside this system, there is an automatic intimidation, and it is not the target in Ukraine. Europe, because the range is saying, brother, look, I'm going to fire. You know, there are loyal patriots present over there. You have your own air defense systems. Italy has, there. America has one. There are systems that Europe has built together. Look, he says, I'm dropping these in front of your eyes, and none of your air defense systems were enough to stop it. Intimidation, not to Europe, not to Ukraine. What is the purpose behind Ukraine needing to utilize this type of weapon system?